Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey there, Kat.
Hey, Bruce. Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday.
happy taping day, yeah.
Yeah, how'd your weekend go? Mother's Day this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say, and my mom and grandma both live in town, so I got to spend all day with them that day. We went to the store, bought my mom, not like bouquets of flowers, not really a thing in our house. She likes to get us like flats of flowers for planting. We spend the day like filling her flower pots for the summer ahead. So that's
cool.
kind of did that. Took her to the store for that, and then my grandma really wanted to make some homemade gyros, so we did that and enjoyed that, and just had a really good time. Nice and chill. Very good lunch.
Yeah, it's so funny because the flower thing, because I'm the same way. I really don't like buying dead flower. I like to buy live, like plants. I usually buy plants for people instead of like, so it lives, you know what I mean? Because I always, the flowers.
If they have a green thumb.
The flower's good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, the flower's on its own once I give it.
I was going to say, at that point, you just like purchased a death sentence for that flower if they don't have a green thumb. Oh, no.
The very rare grab like flowers and stuff like that. I'll grab live things and stuff like that. Unless somebody's going to put it in a vase and make it live and all that good stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's cool. Yeah.
Otherwise, pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice. How about, how was your weekend? How was your time with you and your...
Yeah, we just hung out and cool. That was it. It was so funny. I managed to get everything done last week that I actually snuck in there and had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Well, huzzah.
So I just was working on little projects and stuff like that. I came up with a cool thing for the senior center that we'll be talking about down the line and everything that I proposed to them. Yeah. So down the line I'll bring that out and everything. But I came up with, I had another epiphany. And so I took care of that. I got down, I got everything, got it out of my head so I could sleep the next night. And it works. That's what it is. But that's it. Me and Junior we just hung out. And everything. It's his birthday week this week. So on Thursday he'll be 11 years old.
Oh my gosh, how time flies.
Yeah, me and him been together 6 years, so it's really cool, 6 years. So anyways, that was it right there. So we're just digging it. I hope everybody went out and had a good time this weekend because there's all kinds of stuff going on and we still got all kinds of more things going on. But first, before we get going, I want to thank Oregon South Coast Fishermen and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, you just go to kciw.org. And you will be on your merry way. And speaking of them Oregon South Coast fishermen, we haven't had a fishing report in a while. We got Mr. Nat Hughes on board, going to give us a fishing report. Hey, Nat, good to see you.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having
I hope
me.
the rain helped a little bit with what's going on out there. Last time we talked, that was pretty depressing.
Well,
we're still behind, though, I understand.
We are. It's going to be a bad year for water, unfortunately. So I guess we can start with the Rogue River out of Gold Beach. It is pretty slow and the water's really low and it's real mossy. So it's pretty much over, I think, for springers this year as far as being, productive fishing. You could still go try and, navigate the low water and deal with a bunch of moss on your lines. But,
when it gets like that, it kind of makes it rough.
I think it's pretty much over for the season, unfortunately. But we've got the ocean, and it's been producing very well for us. So both out of Gold Beach and Brookings, salmon has been very consistent, which has been a lifesaver, I guess you could say, since the road
that's good. Yeah.
Not fishing. Rockfish and lingcod out of Gold Beach and Brookings has been very good too. So you've got a variety to go after. Halibut right now is open, but it's pretty slow down here on the South Coast. If you want to have some good halibut fishing, if you're willing to travel, Coos Bay and Winchester Bay area has been fishing pretty good from the reports I'm getting. So. And then for kids, 17 and under, Arizona Pond just north of Gold Beach has been recently stocked and has still got a lot of trout in it for kids. So.
Yeah, I went their third grade trip with my grandson. That was a great place.
So, we're encouraging kids to get out and do that because there's plenty of trout to catch there.
Good deal.
Libby Pond in Gold Beach has been recently stocked, and it's open to all fishermen, adults and children, and it's producing pretty decent for that. So, and then if you want to go down to California, the rock fishing and lean cod down there has been pretty good too. And then if you're willing to travel and do something different, you can go to the high lakes in the Cascades and kokanee fish. And it's been pretty good so far up there.
Very
in
cool.
Those lakes. So that's pretty much it.
Well, you give us the fishing report from here and beyond. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
That's give it the outline and give some alternatives. I like that. Hey, do you guys have a meeting coming up this month?
We do. Our meeting will be this Wednesday at the Elks Lodge at 5:30.
Oh, okay. Well, this comes on the air Wednesday, so cool. There you go. So, right on. Well, thanks a lot, Nat. Appreciate you coming on board and giving us the fishing report.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Happy fishing out there, man. Sounds like you're going to be in the ocean a lot.
Tight lines.
Thank you.
All right. Very cool. So, that's good. Little fishing action. Everybody's really sad about the rivers going down and everything like that. But I saw earlier the Brookings, we're having a Brookings drought. They're calling this. And I'm like going, oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's like there's been like no rain this year.
Yeah, really bad.
It's like, yeah.
Really
I'm
bad.
not surprised.
So hopefully hopefully get some before the events go on. Doggone it, the timing's off. When we're doing the events, I don't want no rain going on.
No.
So
Say good for your events. For the rivers, not so much.
No, yeah. For the rivers, hopefully, for them. I hope it happens sooner is what I'm saying. Because we need it. And if it happened all hey, so be it. That's the way it is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because we do need the water, the rain, no matter what. So. All right. Well, hey, we got a music schedule because we said we got a lot going on.
Still have stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yep. It's going to get really busy here very soon. So let's start things with Tony Land Band playing on the 16th at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8. And then on the 30th of May over at Kuntai from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yep. And then Rogue Strings on the 23rd, they'll be at Groundlings Pizza, 6 to 8. And on the 30th, they'll be at the One King Entertainment Street Festival, 3:15 to 4:15.
All right. And then Cisco is playing on the 15th at Addie's in Crescent City from noon to 1:30. Then on the 16th, he'll be at the Chetco Grange from 10 to 2. On the 21st, he's playing at Seaview Senior Living from noon to 1:30. And on the 29th, playing at the Chetco Activity Center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yes, indeedy. And then Mighty Steelheads on the 22nd, they'll be at Intertech at 7. And on the 23rd, they'll be at the Azalea Festival Band Shell. So, you know what? Music's going on. I still haven't got it. But you know what? If you're there, you're going to see them.
You're going to catch it, yeah.
You can catch them, yeah.
Well, hey, the Italian guys are playing on the 23rd of May at Inateca down in Crescent City at 7.
Yep, and the Black GTO on the 29th, they'll be at Intertech at 7, and on the 30th, they'll be at Port-au-Prince South at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And then Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 23rd at Chetco Brewing at 7 o'clock.
Gray Matter Revival is going to be playing at the Azalea Festival on the 23rd, 2 p.m.
Okay, and then Mike Powell and Friends playing on the 15th at Chetco Brewing Co. from 6 to 8, and on the 30th of May at Umbrella Farms in Brookings from noon to 2.
Yep, and then Mark McDonald, he'll be playing on the 16th at Umbrella Farms, noon to 2.
And then at the Inateca, this is just the full events lineup down in Crescent City. On the 15th of May, Antidotes playing at 8 p.m. On the 16th, the Ferguson Bros playing at 7. On the 20th, they're hosting a comedy night with Anthony Lloyd at 7 o'clock. On the 22nd, it'll be the Mighty Steelheads playing at 7. Again, on the 23rd, the Italian guys playing at 7. Then on the 29th, Black GTO also playing at 7. And then on the 30th, Morgan 7 Schmidt is playing from 5 to 7.
Yeah, Morgan 7. That's an and. Yeah. My finger is always faster than my other one. Yeah, it's Morgan and Schmidt.
Morgan and Schmidt. I was like, well, that's an interesting name, and that's why.
I would have said the same thing because out of Crescent City, you never know. They always got some cool names.
But a special note on that time on the 30th, that music is running 5 to 7.
Yes, indeed.
There we go.
That's awesome.
That's just to draw your attention to it even further.
That's right. But hey, if you're out there with a band and or you have music or anything that you want to promote on the air, all you got to do is send it to CaptainCurry541@gmail.com, and I'll take care of it. You know, pretty much anything you have, entertainment or whatever, on the air, send to me.
We love to hear it.
We'll get it out here, and we'll get it in the Insider too. We'll do it.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for a shout out to the Chetco Community Public Library. They've got tons of stuff happening all May long, starting with their weekly lineup. Of course, on Mondays at 5:30 p.m., they have a free Qigong class. On Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., they have story time for young children. And then on Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m., they have their weekly tween club for youth ages 10 to 13. Then Wednesdays, 9:30 a.m., they have a morning Qigong class. From 1:30 to 4 p.m., they have their after-school program, and that's drop-in activities and snacks for school-age kids. And then on Thursdays from 10 to noon, it's the Rowdy Creek String Band's open rehearsal. This is for acoustic string instrument players. And on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m., they have a weekly free Easy Flow yoga class. And then on Fridays, 10:30 a.m., they have Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. And then, of course, a couple things happening on Saturdays. At 10:30 a.m., they have Saturday story time for young children. And at 1 o'clock, they have Saturday Shuffle. This is where you can play and trade Pokemon cards with guidance from experienced player David. And, of course, with monthly and special events all month long, and actually going through the rest of the year, they're doing their Beyond 250 Oral History Project. They're seeking people to interview for anyone who's ever called Brookings Harbor home is welcome to participate, no matter how long you've been in the area. And it's talking about your lived experiences in Brookings. Learn more about the project and sign up to be interviewed at chetcolibrary.org/beyond250. Also going on all month long, the youth department is hosting a kids scavenger hunt. Kids can pick up a form at the desk and search through the library for clues. And once they complete it, they can earn a prize. And, of course, games abound at the library on the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th at 1:30. They have a series of Dungeons & Dragons one-shot adventures. This is for youth ages 10 to 16. You can learn the fun and interactive tabletop role-playing game. You can learn how to create characters, roll dice, and work together to complete a short adventure in a youth-friendly setting. No experience is needed. However, space is limited, so you got to sign up in advance. Then on the 14th of May, Thursday at 3:30 p.m., they're doing a monthly after-school game hub. This is just open gaming on the library's Nintendo Switch 2. There's also a selection of board games out, and this is every second Thursday of the month. All K through 12 students are welcome. Then Friday the 15th from 2 to 4:30, they've got Creative Cafe. This is a free monthly art event for adults and teens at the library. You can drop in between 2 and 4:30 on the third Friday of each month to explore a new art medium over supplies from the Maker Cart. And you can connect with fellow artists over coffee, tea, and light refreshments. And May's focus, in keeping with the One Book, One Coast theme, we're making kirigami paper flowers. And then on Saturday, May 16th at 11 a.m., there's a workshop going on, Waking Up to Tea with Kai Drusdal. In this mini workshop, you can learn about the 6 main styles of tea and look at what makes traditionally processed loose-leaf teas so unique and delicious. Spots are quite limited. Registration is required. There's only a couple seats left. And then on Saturday, the 16th at 2 p.m., there is a free community concert. It's going to feature African Kora with Sean Gaskell. So you can have a rare opportunity to experience the sounds of a unique West African string instrument live in concert. And then on Monday, the 18th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., they have their monthly Master Gardener plant clinics. You can drop in the third Mondays of the month, April through October, for free help from the Curry County Master Gardeners. Just bring your question and a picture or a cutting of the plant that you need help with, and they will help you out. And then coming up in book clubs, on Wednesday the 13th at 4 p.m., they have their Bookworm Buddies Club for 2nd through 5th graders. And this month they are discussing Babysitter's Little Sister, Karen's Worst Day by Katie Farina. And then on the 18th of May, that's a Monday at 5:30, they've got their Look Back Book Club. Teens and adults are invited to read classic books from their childhood and dare to ask, how do they hold up now? And May's reading selection was posted to the library's Facebook page. And hey, if you have any questions about events and programs, that's just like barely a week out. There's always stuff going on, but all library-led events and programs are free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. And you can always get more info about library events at chetco.librarycalendar.com by following them on Facebook or by giving them a call at 541-469-7738.
Heck of a schedule there.
There enough happening there?
Enough happening there. I know. That's why I added that other stuff, but I knew you'd stop because as long as it got a couple weeks out, it's beautiful.
I know. I got to stop at some point. I was going to say either that or we've got to start our own podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, hey, now it's time for Famous Quotes with Cousin Bruce.
That's right. Hey, here are a few quotes from filmmaker-director Orson Welles. He was born May 6, 1915. He says, "We're born alone, we live alone, we die alone. Only through our love and friendship can we create the illusion for the moment that we're not alone." I just had to read that and think about that a few times.
Right,
I had to read that a couple times. It's like, yeah, it's a trip. Yeah. Help. Yeah, cool. A film is never really good unless the camera is an eye in the head of a poet. Yes, indeed. And if you want a happy ending, that depends, of course, on where you stop your story. And then last but not least, ask not what you can do for your country. Ask what's for lunch. He had a sense of humor. Yes. Hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Orson Welles with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one. Yeah. He was a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Well, hey, just a quick returning our attention to the Chetco Library. Just another reminder that the Beyond 250 Living History in Brookings Harbor Oral History Project is still going on, extending through the rest of the year. And storytellers are being sought. Anyone who's ever called Brookings Harbor home, whether past or present, you're invited to interview. And to sign up to do that, you can again visit chetcolibrary.org or call 541-469-7738.
Yep, and then as you said earlier, the Curry County Master Gardener Association Plant Clinic at the Chetco Community Library, they'll be happening here. Let's see, every third Monday of the month. So they're coming up this next Monday is the third one. So there you go. Yeah, beautiful. So bring your gardening questions to the Master Gardeners. Hey, you can call 541-247-6672, extension 7, if you got any questions about that.
Nice.
There we go.
All right. Well, hey, and then again, for the month of May, the Chetco Library is participating in the One Book, One Coast event. This is the West Coast's largest book club connecting communities across 3 states. And this year, they're getting together to read and discuss They Called Us Enemy by George Takei, Stephen Scott, and Justin Eisinger. And They Called Us Enemy is a powerful graphic memoir by George Takei that reflects on civil liberties, democracy, and what it means to be American, both historically and today. Extra physical copies of the book are currently available to borrow at the library, and unlimited digital copies of the ebook are currently available through June 6th on either the library's Libby app or on Hoopla. Both are digital reading apps. And through the shared reading experience, communities are encouraged to explore themes of identity, patriotism, family, loyalty, and resilience while strengthening connections through dialogue and learning. Community members, again, can get those books at the library or online through the month of May. And a couple events coming up connected to that. The Chetco Library is leading a community book discussion at Chetco Brewing Co. In Brookings at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, May 27th. And there's also going to be some other events happening throughout the month. For a full list of events and activities, you're invited to visit chetcolibrary.org for more info. Manley Arts Center is having some workshops this month. And on the 17th of May, the Children's Art Program is sewing tote bags, and on the 19th they're having a Mad Hatter headdress tea party.
Sounds like a blast. Hey, Friends of Curry Campus Speaker Series is presenting Adventures in South Africa. Southwestern Oregon Community College Curry Campus invites the community to join them on Thursday, May 14th, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. for a presentation on Adventures in South Africa by Vicki Gorham. This is a free program sponsored by the Friends of Curry Campus and will be held in the community room on Southwestern's Curry Campus, 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway, right off of Highway 101 on the outskirts of Brookings. Vicki and her husband, Bill, have been traveling internationally for many years. To date, they have made 5 trips to Africa, mostly to South Africa, and have taken numerous photos and short videos. Vicki became interested in photography when they were living in Australia in 2010-2011, and she found the Australian wildflowers to be unique and captivating and purchased her first camera while living there. That quickly spiraled into an interest in photographing birds as she found the bird life in Australia to be especially colorful and diverse. In addition, there will be lots of stories about Bill and Vicki's interactions with wildlife, including elephants, rhinos, Cape buffalo, and lions. So, hey, they say bring a friend and stay tuned for upcoming talks in their speaker series. For more information, you can contact the Curry campus at 541-813-1667.
All right. And then next week, Wally's House of Curry County is having their Rubies and Wranglers fundraiser. This is on the 16th of May at 5 p.m. This is going to feature dinner, an auction, as well as live music by Muddy Creek, and food's going to be catered by Fire Bros Barbecue. This is happening at the Curry County Fairgrounds in Dosha Hall, and you can get tickets for this event at wallyshouse.org.
And garage and vendor sale at the Chetco Grange is going to be happening on the 16th, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Enjoy vendors selling their wares inside and outside of the Grange and Harbor, featuring live music with Cisco and friends. Hey, there you go. This is the yearly thing. Yeah.
And then Del Norte's Habitat for Humanity is having a spring golf tournament at the Salmon Run Golf Course. This is happening on the 23rd of May at 9 a.m. They're inviting you to join them for a great cause. Habitat is working on building its 8th home in Del Norte County. The public support will help make this worthy cause happen. There's going to be raffles, an 18-hole scramble, goodie buckets, prizes, food, and fun. To donate, you can call Patty Adams at 707-951-5377. All right. And hey, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. G'day, Kat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that there is proof that Vikings were in Istanbul? The Hagia Sophia in Istanbul is one of the most famous and iconic buildings in the world, attracting millions of visitors each year. But a few people know that the ancient church turned mosque turned museum is also home to some of the most enigmatic Viking graffiti ever discovered. During the 9th and 10th centuries, many Vikings served as mercenaries in the Byzantine army. They were known as the Varangian Guard and were tasked with protecting the Byzantine emperor and his family. The Varangian Guard was made up of Norsemen, Swedes, and Danes, and they played a significant role in the defense of the Byzantine Empire. The Viking graffiti found in the Hagia Sophia is believed to have been left by members of the Varangian Guard. The graffiti is written in runes, which were the writing system used by the Vikings. The inscriptions include the names of several individuals, including Halfdan and Ari. The discovery of Viking graffiti in the Hagia Sophia is significant because it provides further evidence of the Vikings present in Byzantine. It also sheds the light of the lives of the Varangian Guard and their role in the defense of the Byzantine Empire. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Bit of Real History with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, hey, always keep it real. Yeah, so there you go. You know, I mean, my ancestors, the Vikings, and it's crazy. I sit there and they were all over the place. He was all over the place. That's all it is. But it's like cool to hear that they were even
present in
that area.
A lot of different places around the world, that's for sure.
Finding their little homes where they were staying and stuff like that, little stuff from that era, you know. It's cool. I think it's cool. So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, hey, there's time for some PSAs, it looks like.
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of, fun stuff to do down in Del Norte County, we were just talking about Habitat for Humanity. Coastline Dance is meeting regularly at the Del Norte Recreation Gym at 1009 H Street in Crescent City. This is Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. It's a class for absolute beginners, followed by 11:15 to noon, a beginner dance. And then from noon to 1 p.m., there's an intermediate dance session. There's a $2 donation suggested to participate. Just contact Jean if you have any questions. It's 541-251-8998.
So as soon as you become an absolute beginner, then you slide right into new beginner. So you get you get 3 hours of dancing going on there.
You can spend all day long dancing.
You can spend all day long dancing your heart away. Beautiful. Hey, Monarch Gardens, located at 984 Parkview Drive in Brookings, this is a dementia support group. This is every third Thursday of the month at 3 p.m. A compassionate space to process your emotions. For more information, you call 541-469-6817. That would make it this Thursday then. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I did the math.
All right. Well, hey, Coastal Home Health and Hospice offers grief support groups at its location at 585 5th Street in Brookings. They meet on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. They're free of charge and open to the general public, and you do not have to have received hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are always welcome. But if you need more info, you can call 541-469-0405.
Yep, and hey, Cascadia Pickleball Zone, located at 16185 Highway 101 South, is presenting an hour of pickleball yoga. This is happening Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 10:15 a.m., Thursdays there's hot yoga at 4 p.m., Fridays it's 10:15 a.m., and there's aerial at 11:30 a.m. on Fridays. And then Saturday, you got to check the schedule. So there we go.
And then KCIW wants to remind folks that they have an ongoing series called The Soapbox. They offer 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their minds. The studio's open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. for people to just drop on in and record.
Yeah, come in and say something positive and awesome.
Yeah, good do that.
Yeah. Hey, Legends Arcade is presenting trading card game night every first Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and more. Sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
And then game night at the Whimsical Griffin happens as well at 615 Chetco Avenue over by the Redwood Theater. This is Tuesdays and Fridays weekly from 5 to 9 p.m. And they meet up for Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and board games.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's it for the show. Beautiful. Got the flying finger of fate from the producers, so it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week helping us bring our show. And Tony, we got our guy Tony, got to remember him. Thank you very much. Each week they help us bring our show to the airwaves. And thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. Please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM and catch all the fine shows they have to offer. You can catch all the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org. And we got some live streaming going on there too. Hey, most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper. You can read more by going to insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you will also find a link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
Hey, we are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
we'll see you out there. Bam!
Bam!
Oh, we made it.
We made it. Oh, yeah.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.